What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and I'm going to take a look at some things here. If you didn't know, now you know. This right here, nope, hold on. This right here got released on the blogs, Reversion and More. I am going to read it because it sets up what we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to talk about some things that we talk about with it here. So, DX Army Moment, Reversion and More. Champions, you spoke, we listened. The energy, passion, and loyalty you bring to the champions fuel this game, and now it's time to crank things back up to main event levels. We're rolling out a series of powerful changes to give you even more reasons to dominate the ring. First of all, new skill plates. You've seen them in the game. It's basically the Barber's Blades, but now in every color. And the one that was Barber's Blade with a purple background has been changed to a Barber's Blade with a black background, and the purple one does purple. So that way it does the right colors, basically, as you see on there. But here's what I want to say. Power restored after careful consideration and plenty of community feedback. So can't spill any secret tea here, but I will say, and Merrick's did say on his show, that we as CCs, official CCs, gave a lot of feedback about not nerfing the freaking moment. And it wasn't listened to, not that we have that strong of a voice, doesn't matter. But you guys spoke, and this is why I always say, like, at the end of each of those videos, we're like, hey, if you like something, don't like something, put it in, the blog, the comments thing that they have on the portal, put it there, because they actually listen to that. We went blue in the face telling them, do not nerf the DX Army moment. And instead, they did. And then you guys said something on the portal, and they listened. So it's been restored, right? We're reversing the changes to DX Army moment to restore its original power and strategic value. That also means your Shawn Michaels Degeneration X and Triple H DX Army are getting their fire back, and they're ready to run wild once again on formidable foes. Plus, DX Triple H, to complement the moment reversion and truly elevate your roster, we're giving Triple H DX a significant boost on top of that. Stronger than ever, this upgrade cements his place as a premium superstar worthy of the top membership tier. If you're invested, it's about to pay off in a big way. They're also putting the spotlight back where it belongs on fun, fairness, and strategic domination. Your feedback drives our decisions. While post-launch tuning is common practice in many games, we recognize the frustration it's caused in WWE Champions. Moving forward, we're going to do everything possible to avoid negative adjustments to superstars after their release. So gear up, jump back in, and show us what a real champion looks like. So, what does this mean practically in the game? Well, basically, if you followed Merrick's videos or if you just played in-game, you know for these couple characters, DX Shawn and DX Triple H, they went from being really nothing characters, like horrible, horrible characters, to being very good. But a lot of that comes from this moment right here. Column break gems do 2,000% more damage. Actually, that was, I think, 1,500. No, I'm sorry. It's here. X-Break Gems. X-Break Gems do 1,500% more damage. Shawn Michaels, in particular, really takes advantage of that. You'll see in just a moment. And they nerfed it down to 150%. Like, they dropped a 0 off of it. Because it made DX Shawn too strong, so to speak. But here's the thing. This character costs a lot of money. It's like $20 a month to keep this character and like $50 a month to keep and use DX Triple H. So our argument was, why in the world would you be freaking out about a character being too powerful when they cost $50 a month just to use them? Like, there's other benefits, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, this was the big, like, ooh, you get to use these characters. There's special tours for them. Used to be every month. Now it's every week, which I love. The more they do that, the better. but they were really difficult. Like, Shawn took a lot to win with. Triple H had an okay build out, but it wasn't spectacular. But now, look at this. Equip moves, 6 MP green, teardrop drop suplex, deal 1,000,000 damage, increase your green gem damage by 100%, and then deal damage and make 40 random gems into X-Break. Then you have the Spike Pile Driver, deal damage plus 125k bonus damage for every X-Break gem, and that is going to go up in a moment, but it's already got a good base damage on it. And then Finisher, deal damage, make 45 X-Break gems into green, pin the opponent, and if the opponent's style is focused, deal damage and bonus damage again for every X-Break gem. So when you put an entourage together, something like this, you need George Steele and Santa to get started with your 6 MP green move. The purple move is 1 MP, so it doesn't matter. So then you use DDP. X-Break gems do 50% more damage and create 4 more. You could also use one of the Triple H's, I think, does some stuff there. You could do X-Break gems do 100% more damage, but 50% times 4 versus 100% times, it's just a gamble either way. And then X-Break gems do 100% more damage. So you can buff this up more, but this is a reasonable build for most people who are going to spend the money each month. And now you're dealing damage plus 300,000 bonus for every X-Break gem. But that also gets hit by this right here. So it's not 300%, it's now 1,800% per gem there. Then, now I just did a 100% strap with Double Fury 2s. You don't actually need a strap on him for this build at all. You could put the Chemical X plate where when you make X-Break gems, you put random multiply gems on there. You could put the Barber's, or not the Barber's Blade, the Bianca's Braid Blade. You could put a number of things on here that would buff up his damage. You don't actually need any of them, but you could. You could also put a Green Royal Rumble plate on him. He's going to hit insane damage, but just that one move, the bonus damage per, which I normally hate, that alone does some insane damage. Watch me live. All right, so we're going to buff our green gem damage by 100%. We're dealing 8 million damage, which is not small. Then we're dealing another 6 million damage, and we're making 44 gems into X-Break gems. So here's why I use Diamond Dallas Page instead of the 100% on the other, because we're making 4 X-Break gems additionally. And while if you did X-Break gems do 100% more damage, that would give you a little bit of a boost. The 4 actually is not 4 times 50%, it's 4 times like 1,800%, because look at this, deal damage plus 2 million bonus damage, not 300,000, 2 million bonus damage for every X-Break gem. So this alone is 80 million damage. Just unblockable 80 million damage, right? Merrick's already made a video on this. You saw it, but I'm going to get into some other things here in a moment. Now, it doesn't matter that your finisher isn't loaded. You would deal damage, another 8 million, make 45 X-Break gems into green. That's if you're doing a tour with tour perks. I don't have tour perks on this candy store account. And then if they were focused, which this guy is, you would deal another 1.2 million or 12 million damage, plus another 2 million damage bonus for every X-Break gem. So you deal another 80 plus million damage, plus 12 million, plus. So he is doing insane damage. That's why they nerfed him. But the argument is you gotta pay money for this character to have him. So would I pay the $20 a month just to keep this character? Quite frankly, he might easily be the best character on your roster. Just easily. Because all you need is 6 MP here, old Diamond Dallas Page, and all you really need is the moment. Let's be honest. As long as you've got that moment, which is super easy to get, you're dealing about 80 million damage. Easy, but you could very easily double or more that. Let's just say you could easily get to 160 million going up against a focus. If not, 200 million, because you are going to swipe, right? So like, even though he's already dead, this is still doing a bunch of damage. I don't know if it's even going to show it. Yeah, that was another 53 million right there. That was another 53 million. So you're easily doing 200 and something million with this Shawn Michaels again. So thank you, Scopely, for restoring him. But keep in mind, like, this is a character that costs money to have. It's crazy. TM Morgan, are there any perks for the DX pass, like the 2x turnbuckles? Yeah, so this is another argument I have with Scopely every once in a while, and I understand why they can't change it. I'm going to show Triple H in just a moment, so we'll come back to this. I'm on a Scopely CC account, so keep in mind this is a test account. Therefore, I don't think that it's going to let me... Yeah, it just says it's a full-time member. Can I look at... Okay, here we go. So you get DX Vault coins daily. You get weekly 3-star token case, which is nothing. Weekly membership bag, which is nothing. Boosted health packs, boosted loot boxes, VIP, and auto clear tickets. So for this one, no. You're really... Shawn is the reason to get this one. Because the idea of this one... Or the idea would be if you could, like... I subscribe to the DX pass, I also get the King of Kings pass. If that were the case, that would make sense. You actually have to do all of these separately, right? So you would have to also subscribe to this one, which is like $3 a week, $7 a month, something like that. This is where you get the boosted health packs, the additional 2x speed up on all that kind of stuff. And then if you want Triple H, this is $50 a month. So it would be nice if this included the others. It still doesn't. Their reasoning is Google and Apple stores don't allow you to change memberships very easily. Like it would literally be a game-breaking process, because if anybody is subscribed to that at all, you can't change the contents of it. So they can change some of the things in-game, but I wish there was a way that you could make it to where you go into, like, if you get the DX Elite Pass, you also get Shawn Michaels Pass, you also get the King of Kings Pass. But yeah, TM Morgan, DX Triple H is an additional subscription. You get Triple H, you get weekly 4-star cases, 3,000 DX Vault coins, which the DX Vault is pretty outdated at this point. DX Vault coins again, 4-star tokens, weekly membership bags, auto clear boosted health packs. So yeah, yeah. You have to buy all 3 of these separately. And that still doesn't include the strap-up pass, the manager's pass, or the old Here Comes the Money pass. Like, for me, if there was a possibility, like if for $50 a month you got all 3 of these things, I would say that's absolutely amazing. If you got the strap-up pass included or the manager's pass included, like if there was a bundle, like, I don't know if you guys watched American Pickers, but if there was a bundle deal, that's where it's worth something, right? But the question at hand for Shawn Michaels, is he worth $20 a month? He might be. Just for that, like, all you're getting out of it realistically, because this stuff is fine, but it's not game changing in any way. Doing the DX Vault is cool, but it's not much. There's not a ton in it that you don't have. So Shawn Michaels hitting for 200 million unblockable damage against Focused, 80 million. Sorry, not all of that's unblockable, but you know what I mean. 160 unblockable plus another 53 million against Focused Superstars, 80 million plus another 53 million against non-focused Superstars. And it doesn't take much to get him other than the moment. That might be worth $20 a month to somebody. I don't know. It's not my money, so I can't say. You can always do it, 1 month and then bounce out the next and blah, blah, blah. But that might be worth it to you. I don't know. I will say Shawn Michaels is easily one of the best characters in the game now. Now, what they did with the reversion, quote unquote, is to also mess with this Triple H. Because while Shawn Michaels was overpowered, this Triple H was he's okay. He was definitely very okay, right? The move that they changed this time is right here. The move that they changed on the last reversion were the two purple moves. So we're going to take a look at both of these setups, but this one is interesting to me. This is the one that wasn't available before, but you've got the Face Breaker Knee Smash, deal damage, increase your green MP by 9. Then you've got the Cutter, deal damage, make 4 random gems into column break gems, and the Pedigree, deal damage, choose 9 gems to destroy. So still doesn't seem on paper like the world ender. You could do triple green and place submission gems and turn them into X break gems, but you're still only placing 9, and you got to get all the way up to this 10 MP, which I don't like. You've got the steal 9 MP from each of your opponent's green moves, but that assumes that they've got a green move. So I'm going to do this one and then double purple as what I show on here. Entourage-wise, you want Woods to start loaded turn 1. Technically, you would also need Santa Hogan if you're doing him in... Yeah, I agree, TM Morgan. But again, in their one defense for this, Apple and Google have very clearly said they can't mess with subscriptions once they're there. Why they can't create a bundle subscription and just make it, leave the old ones there, but you could also bundle, I don't know. That would be, for me, if there was like an ultimate subscription pass that combined the KOK with Sean, with Triple, yeah, like what you're saying right there now, you'd get a lot more people buying it for sure. Like $50 a month for all 3 of those characters, especially when they've been revamped like this, might be something. Anyway, back to Triple H. So in order to run this properly, you're going to want to put Ron Simmons here. Moves that generate column break gems will generate 3 more. That gets us to 7, which is a magic number you'll see in a minute. And then Lyra for column break gems do 200%, although realistically, if I was going to drop one of the 2 of these off, I would change Santa Hogan in, or change Lyra into Santa Hogan, because you only have 7 gems going to column breaks. So that's not really doing as much. But then you could do right here with Stone Cold, and all gems do 40% more damage. What I'm more interested in, though, in seeing, so we've got the Devil's Yeet, right? So the Yeet, whenever you make 6 or more column break gems, you increase all your gem damage by 500%. And then you've got the Devil's Drip, whenever you make 6 or more column break gems, 7 random into multiply. Plus, I've got a 150% strap on him, plus tier 6. I want to see if this guy could actually hit $50 a month worth of money. This is what gets me, though. All color moves deal 500% more damage. Multiply, increase their strength by 3. X break do 1500. Column break do 2000. All color gems do 200%. So think about the Yeet. We are buffing all color gems 500% and then another 200%. There's more. If this weren't a 9 MP move, if this were a 6 MP move, I would actually recommend moving the things around so you could buff twice with the Yeet, but that's not the case. So we're going to go in with this build, then we're going to do the multiply build, because he has two kind of setups that work with this. And I want to see, like, Shawn Michaels is, oh, by the way, I don't have tour perks. So this would start loaded turn 1 in tour, but again, in feud, you need Santa Hogan. All right, so I want to see if he's worth more than DX Shawn, because DX Shawn is freaking incredible now. Is DX Triple H worth going another $30 a month for when you don't get DX Shawn, right? So the column break gems landed all in one little cluster, which means I can only break 3 rows. That is a big deal, but if you look at your gems, they're doing 2 million a piece. So that's spicy. That's pretty spicy. We get to choose 9 gems to destroy, so that'll get those 2 rows, and then I can destroy all these multis. So actually, that's not terrible. I still get to hit every multiply gem this way, but you're still just not hitting as much as I had hoped with that board layout. That's a nice cascade. Yeah, 48 million is what it showed, but he drained him for over 60, so I don't know why it only showed 48, because there's no possible way that was under 60 million. So, I mean, it's good. Like, don't get me wrong. That is phenomenal. but it's not Shawn Michaels numbers. Of course, Triple H is never half the wrestler Shawn Michaels was. So, just saying. Whoops. I'll run this one more time just to see board dependency. 64 million, again, is how much health he had. So, let's do this. Yeah, that worked out. 64 million is what he starts with. So, we didn't do less than 64 million. So, that's a good number. But how much did we actually do? That's what I want to see. So I want to see these spread out more. Like go across 6 columns at least. That's better. That one was a little bit better. So now we do our finisher. This is also a little bit clicky here because you got to look like, okay, that one, there's nothing in this one, nothing in this one. All right, now we go back and decide where we didn't hit multiply gems. Then we're going to hit some black or green gems. All right, let's see what this does. See, it's still... Oh, no, that one was only 52 million. That one was better, and we only... So, the last time we hit 64 for sure. So, that's not impressive. That's not impressive. Yeah. So... Let's try the multiply gem build because that is a little bit better. I don't know if you're watching this video in the comments section or if you're on Twitch with me right now, tell me how I could have run that better because, you know, it's very possible that I missed a move, but I really don't think I did. Like I say, the only way would be to put in the sleeper and you could do the X break buff. Well, let's try that. Then we got a sub in the mix. All right, so but your 9 submission gems, 4 turns, X break. Yeah, it's just not going to leave that much on there, and you're not getting the yeet. There's not an X break yeet, so yeah, never mind. All right, so let's do the multiply gem build here. So the multiply gem is 2 purple moves. You don't really need anything else, but I am going to put this one here because if your opponent has purple moves and you can steal 5 purple MP from them, you can run the Spine Buster twice and go from there. But otherwise, you're just going to go Spine Buster, Short Arm, Clothesline, and finish it. So it is a very quick move set, which I like. So Spine Buster, deal damage, choose a 6x2 area to make into multiply gems of strength 7. While being submitted, break the submission, deal damage, and steal the opponent's turn. And then a 5 MP Short Arm Clothesline, deal damage, increase the strength of your multiply gems by 3. Then deal damage and choose a 6x4 area to swap purple. Let me make sure if I upgrade these, it doesn't... Oh, never mind. Okay, go back. It's 7x4 area there and 7x3 area. So that's even better. Okay, so if you max them out at 6 gold, 7x3 area to multiply gems of strength 8, and then increase the strength of your multiply gems by 4, then choose a 7x4 area. Wow. Okay. So that's a lot better. Entourage-wise, we need the other woods, and I don't have these ones set up in advance, so it's going to take me just a moment to scroll to them. But these are 5 MP moves, so you only need the other woods. You could use Mellow. You don't need to because the black move is 1 MP, so really you just need the black MP woods, which I can't apparently find. So if I find Mellow first, I will put Mellow on here instead. There he is. All right. Keep in mind, you don't need Mellow. You don't need Mellow. You don't need Mellow. Let me say that 100 times. You don't need Mellow. But what you can do then is the craziness of this. Howdy doesn't work because you're making an area, not a random number. So you would want Brett, Zombie Brett right here, is going to be better than using Memrock. And Zombie Brett was free, although this character is not. So, yeah. Doesn't matter. When you're talking about a character that's $50 a month to rent, you don't need to care what was free or what wasn't, because obviously you're spending if you're going for this character. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So, but there he is. I was going to say Zombie Brett's hiding from me. All right, so I'm not going to buff Zombie Brett right now because if I do, it's going to crash the game if I hit manage. But keep in mind, 40% purple gem damage if he was at gold. So I'm leaving a little bit on the table is what I'm saying. I'm leaving a little bit on the table here. All right, so we're making multi-gems into purple. So on the plates, yeah, I can't think of anything in particular that... Off the top of my head, you're not subbing, so you don't need a sub plate. You're not creating any special gem type other than those. Let's see. Break purple, increase your yellow gem damage. That's not really going to do much. You've got the Cody plate from multis, but buffs yellow. He makes purple. Honestly, I don't think there's any plates there that I care about. Obviously, a green Royal Rumble plate or a purple Royal Rumble plate would do some things here. You're making them purple, so the Jade plate wouldn't really work either. You're not making trap gems. You could use the Bubba's glasses. Yeah, let's do the Bubba's specs here. I don't have Twitch app. It'd be worth it if they gave you the corresponding perks, TP Armory, loot coins, gold coins, but it does have to be enough to matter. Yep, I agree. I agree. All right, we're removing this one just outright, just so you can see it. Okay, so now what we're doing with this build is you're running black, purple, purple, but realistically you're just clicking the do purple moves. So order of moves, I would even probably put the purple move on the bottom or the black move on the bottom because most of the time you're just going straight into these. But they're 5 MP, they're multi gems, they're big area. You know, once you buff with Sherry, you're talking about multi gems of strength 15. But again, we're talking about value here. This is what makes the value. All color moves, multiply gems increase their strength by 3 again, and X break gems do 1500%. If you were to use the sub, you could use the sub in there. All color gems do 200% more damage. So functionally, you're getting multiple layers of buffage on this. He doesn't have gear, right? Oh, he does have gear. Oh, hold on. I didn't know he had gear. What does this gear do? Multiply gems increase their strength by 2, and since it's active, we want to show it off. So there's gear. That is in the DX Army Vault, I believe. I don't have it, but, you know, then again, I don't have a lot of stuff. So, yeah. So that is going to take him up again. So let's use this version of Triple H. See, is he worth going for instead of Sean? $20 a month for Sean, $50 a month for Triple H DX, and you would have to buy both if you want both of them. Okay, multiply gems of strength 20. That is good. That's very good. We want to put him where he's going to collide with a lot of purple. All right, 7x3 into multiply gems of strength 20. This move does do 5.7 million damage, so you could do it just to do that, but you're not going to steal anything. This move's doing 13 million damage. That's actually pretty good. Oh, no, that's 1.3 million. Never mind. Forget what I said. Let's do that right there. And let's see what we hit him for. He's got 60 million. Bam. Bam, bam. Bigelow. 178 million. So, yeah, that is good. And it's multiply gems, so it's gonna be good and better in the next meta because multiply gems scale every single meta. So, big question on the table. You got to let me know in the comments section on Twitch, and you got. In fact, I'll turn back on the comments here real quick. Oh, it doesn't show. Yeah, it only shows new comments. Never mind. There's a good chat going on here with it. But let me know in the comment section on Twitch. Let us know on our Discord server. But let me know in the comment section of this YouTube video. Is it worth $20 a month for you to have a Shawn Michaels that does 150 to 200 million damage with the bulk of it being unblockable damage? Is that worth $20 a month for you? What about Triple H? 178 million, multiply damage, so it's going to scale between metas better, but he's $50 a month. Is that worth it to you? That's all I care about. Is it worth it to you? I am going to drop some 3-minute move sets because these characters are getting used a lot more now. People are buying these passes for these characters, but I'm not asking about other people. I'm going to ask about you. Is it worth it to you? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who's considering the DX Army pass or the Shawn Michaels pass or the King of Kings pass, which we didn't really hit on too much. Because, you know, really the character's the big thing. You do get the DX Vault, but, well, frick, before I end the video, I'll extend it by 2 minutes here to show you the DX Army Vault, because it's down here somewhere. DX Vault, right here. Yes, I understand. Please let me in. So you get coins every single day for this. Oh my gosh. And apparently I've been getting a lot of them, as you can see here. So we could even do some polls. Like, I can show you how the DX Army Vault works. That does feel like that needs to be another video. You need to check out that video, because that is something worth considering separately from this. So I'm going to end this video. We're going to do a quick video on the DX Army Vault, and then we'll do some 3-minute move sets on the DX characters. So again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching this. Bye.